Hi everyone, it's Miss Grant here, and Duke, he's way back there. Today I'm going to read for you The Invisible Web by Patrice Karst, illustrated by Joanne Lou Vitroff. And this is another installment of the Invisible String, and this one's called The Invisible Web. Okay. The Invisible Web by Patrice Karst. The very best news ever has begun to spread all over the world. One heart at a time. Shout it from the mountaintops. Every single one of us is connected to those we love by invisible strings. We knew that from the first one. That means Giovanna and her daddy are always together, even though he moved to a new house. Omar can feel the tugs of love from his parents, even though he's living far away at school. Mr. Chang still feels Mrs. Chang close by, even though she died a very long time ago. And you, at this very moment, may feel the string of someone close to you, even though they aren't there. You can't see it, but it's real. This beautiful person in the wind. Our strings reach out to everyone we know. They travel far and wide to friends and families and classmates and coaches and bus drivers and babysitters, neighbors and pets, to aunts and uncles and grandparents and grandchildren and countless other people. And all of those people have hundreds of strings. Whoa, look at this. This one goes this way. Double page spread vertically. That's so cool. Soaring high over rocky peaks and across the seven seas, deep into jungles and valleys, and winding through the busiest of cities, all these strings crisscross one another and create a nest that covers the planet, interlacing us together, cradling us forever. The invisible web. The invisible web is crisscrossing all around the place, all over the world. The web has no borders and wraps around every continent. Within it live butterflies and flowers, starfishes and seahorses, lions and ants, rivers and snowstorms, and all human beings. Giovanna, Omar, Mr. Chang, and of course, you and me too. Some say it even reaches our ancestors and those we cherish from beyond. One tug on a string sends love to every one of us woven together in this divine tapestry. And that means just one good deed travels across the entire web. Everything is linked. But sometimes folks forget. When they can't feel their strings, they forget about our invisible web. And that's when strings get all tangled up. Like when lonely Louisa isn't invited to sit with anyone at her school at lunchtime. Or when sad Stefano wishes his friend Marcos wasn't so bossy when he played. Or when Miss Patel struggles at work without help and she just feels like she wants to quit. Even violence and war can erupt when too many of us forget about the web. When strings are ignored, they become weak and begin to unravel. But the more people who care for the web, the stronger it remains. See how this page is dark and this page is light? Very cool. The web feels like every parent since the beginning of time, holding and protecting one of us in millions of gentle arms. What could be stronger than all those hands holding us? So many supportive fingers can always find a way to untangle strings so that love can flow again. But it's up to every one of us to spread the word. Our time is now. As we tell our family and friends and our sisters and remind our brothers, who will write to cousins, who will call their great grandparents, who will just nod and smile if they've always known. If we remember the web and tug at it often, no one will be ever left out. We will see others more clearly, and the people of the world will look into each other's eyes, and they will smile at one another. And when one of them cries, they will all want to help. And they do. Marcos apologizes to Stefano, who forgives his friend, and they have more fun playing. Somebody helps Mrs. Patel at work and tells her what a great job she's doing. She remembers that she's important and she feels happy. And Louisa feels warm and bubbly inside when a few of the kids ask her to join them under the banyan tree for lunch. She knows right then that the invisible web is real. After school, Louisa cries with joy as she strokes her cat, who purrs the news to the stars. And the stars whisper the secret to the clouds, who share it with the songbirds, who serenade the world with this exquisite melody of love at the start of each morning and all during the day, until, as the invisible web glitters in the magic of the twilight, the owls take over and hoot the news throughout the night. The invisible web is alive! Its time is right now. It breathes as we breathe, pulsating all over our earth, the single heartbeat of life and love. And you know what that makes, us all? One very big family. P.S. I just love being right here in the very middle of the invisible web with you. I love the message of this book, and I hope that you do too. It's really important to remember in this time when we're all apart, but my invisible web is reaching out to you. I'm tugging on it. I hope you can feel it. Bye.